Who is Sana? Sahana. Sana, can you read this? Sana, are you here? Okay, Hamsini.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how do you ask someone their name in Korea?
Irumi mo eyo.
Irumi Moeyo. Okay. Now, can anyone reply for that? Who is there to reply?
저는 어비셰입니다.
So you can say Che Irumi Abhishek Imnida. So in Korea you ask Irumi Moeo. So Moeo means what? Right, Moeo means what? Irumi means name. So what is your name? And you reply Che Irumin, that your name is Abhishek Ibnida. Next, then what is this? And this is a pen. So how do you ask someone like what is this? How do you say this in Korea? And what? You know what is moeo? So just join and read this. Who is ready to read? Anyone? Samprit, can you read this? If you don't know, there's no issue. We can just try.
Either you can try breaking the word, like so they can pronounce each one individually and then together.
Yes, ma'am. So who can read this word?
이게
Once again.
이게
Okay, it is ego. Ego. Okay, ego. Now what is this? Just now I told.
뭐예요?
Yeah. So iga means, what do you mean by iga? Ego. Is if moeo is what, then what do you mean by iga? Ego. Okay. Ego means this. So what is this? Moya means what? So ego is this, and moya means what? So to ask what is this, you say ego moyo. So sir asks, what is this? Ego moyo. So it is a kimbap. Then you say ego kimbap ieo. So this is ieo and ieo. Okay. You can say this is so if this is you can say ieo or ao. So if this is a kimbap, you say kimbap ieo. The next is, how do you say someone nice to meet you? So who will read this for me? First, we can just start the new session.
반갑습니다.
Once again,
반갑습니다.
만나서 반갑습니다.
yeah. So this is mannaso, bhang gap, bhang ga woyo, bhanga woyo. Okay, manasa bhanga woyo means nice to meet you. So if you see anyone newly, and if you any new teachers come to your class, like even if the Korean teachers, we can just say manasa bhanga voyo. And then you learned vowels. You know the first two vowels, that is and ya, and then Tanishka taught you about o and yo. So when you write and you add extra one line here, nothing but it becomes ya. A ya sound is added there. The same way, when it is o, when you add another one line here, you can just read it as yo. So today we'll be seeing the other two vowels, that is o and yo, these two vowels. And then you learned about the consonant. So who will be reading this from the first, the entire thing? Kavita?
Ma'am, can I read?
Yeah, read.
First one is ga sound.
Hmm?
Second one is na sound.
Hmm?
Third one is da sound.
Hmm?
Fourth one is ra sound.
Yes.
And fifth one is ma sound.
Hmm.
Sixth one is ba sound.
Hmm.
Seventh one is sa sound.
Hmm.
Then eighth one is empty.
Yeah, empty. It doesn't have any sound. Okay.
Yes. And eighth one ja.
Hmm?
The ninth one is cha.
Hmm?
Then tenth one, I don't know, ma'am.
It is k sound. K.
Okay. 11th
Okay.
one,
Just try it. K. K sound. Okay. Okay, continue.
11th one also I don't know, ma'am.
It is t sound. T.
The and 12th one is pa sound.
Hmm?
Then 13th one, I don't know, ma'am.
That is her sound. Her sound. Okay. This is k sound, th sound, her sound. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Can you just say this? What is
Abhaya,
this?
can you write the pronunciation for these letters in English below, just below the letters?
Yes, ma'am. So this have the k sound. This have the th sound, and this have the her sound like h. So can you just try it? What it is? You didn't get it before.
Ka sound.
No. What is this sound? K sound, and this
Ka sound.
thing. This.
Tha sound.
And this one.
Ha sound.
Thank you so much. Then, okay. Now, as I told, you have learned the first four vowels: a, ya, o, and yo. And today we'll be going with the o and yo sound. So this is o. Okay, this has the sound o, and this has the sound yo. So like other vowels, when you add extra one more line here, then it becomes yo. Now let's see some examples. Now, who is ready to read these three examples for the vowel O? Hamsini. Okay, Abhishek. Can you read this?
Anil, Obha, Oli.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. So, here are some examples with O sound. So, this is Onil. Onil means today. Onil.
Teacher, can you speak louder?
Can you hear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh. Okay. So O as the O sound. Now some examples for that sound is O nil. O nil means today. So this is O, na sound. This is the sound, and l. O,
But ma'am, that is R sound now.
that is based on where you use it. Okay. So sometimes it has the r sound, and sometimes when it comes down, it has the l sound as well. You can use it as r sound or l sound as well. Okay. So this is onil. This is obha. Obha means older brother. Obha. And this is ori. Ori means a duck. Okay. Now, Samprit. What do you say for a duck in Korea? For a duck in Korea. I just told the last one.
Ma'am, shall I?
Okay.
Ori.
Good. Then this one. The first one.
First one is One.
It is onil.
O.
Nil. This is O. This is N. Then when you
Okay.
come here, it is N. Okay, N and
Okay.
L. O. Sorry. O. N. L. Onil.
Onal.
Yeah. Then the second one,
Obha.
it is oppa. So when you write bha twice, it's a little bit stronger, right? So you pronounce it as pa, oppa,
Okay. Obha.
oppa, pa sound.
Obha.
Yes. Next, yo. So as I told you before, this is O, and I added a line here. It has the yo sound. Yo. So for examples are, okay, now who will read this? It's somewhat
Shall I?
similar to the
Shall
first
I?
one. Yes, yes.
Ma'am, shall I?
Yori.
Yes, yes, he can.
Yori.
Yori. Yes.
Yori.
So here you saw that ori means duck. Whereas when it comes here, it is cooking. Because of just a single line, the entire meaning has got changed. Right. So when it is ori, it means duck. Whereas when it is yori, it is cooking. So there is a difference between both. So if you miss one line here, then it becomes a duck. And if you add one line here, the meaning becomes cooking. And next is, what is this?
WeJump.
Yojim. Yojim. Yojim means nowadays. So this is yo. Yo. This is j. Yoj plus m. So j plus j. Then you add m, it becomes gym. Your gym. Next. What is this? So, can anyone read this? The tricky one. So this is Yoil. Yoil means day of a week. Okay. Yoil means day of a week. Then, so you have learned O and Yo. have successfully learned these many vowels. So, a, ya, o, yo, and this o and yo. So you'll be having some confusions between the o and the o. Okay, so this is something like a plus o, and this is like o. So for for this word, you completely like round your face just like a o and say o. Okay, o. And whereas when you come to this, you doesn't completely turn your mouth into o. It is like in English you say all, but you're not saying okay, okay. It is different from okay and all. Okay, so that is how this differs from this. Next, so today also we'll be learning some new words, some new sentences. How are you? So is it possible to read this for you? The first word, even the English, in English also I have written in below.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is othoge. Okay. O, to, othoge, othoge, and ji, ne, so, seyo, jineseyo. Okay. Othoge,
Teacher,
jineseyo
can you
means.
talk louder?
Now can you hear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, you can call me Vaiga, okay? I am your chingu. I am your friend, not teacher. Then, othoge means, othoge jinese means, how are you? So in the next class, when you start the meeting, you can just say, 안녕하세요. 어떻게 지내세요? Means, how are you? Who will try this? Who will ask me now? How am I? Who is ready to ask?
Ma'am,
Shall I?
shall I?
Yeah,
Ma'am,
ask.
shall I?
Ask.
Atake jiraseo.
How do you reply for that? How do you reply for that? Now, if I asked you, 어떻게 지내세요? That is, how are you? So you can reply, 잘 지내요. 잘 지내요. Like, okay. So when someone asks you, how are you? That is, 어떻게 지내세요? Then you reply, I am fine. So you say, 잘 지내요. 잘 지내요. Okay. Now, Kavita. 어떻게 지내세요? Okay, she is not fine. Then who is ready to reply? Who is fine here? You can just say I am fine. 어떻게 지내세요?
Ma'am, 잘 지내요.
Oh, you're fine. Then ask me, how am I?
이토허제 지내세요?
You're near. It is 어떻게 지내세요? 어떻게 지내세요? Try once more.
어떻게 지내세요?
잘 지내요. So that's how this conversation happened. That is 어떻게 지내세요? How are you? I'm fine. 잘 지내요. Then we'll move on to the next sentence. So here's some confusion. Okay, in the first slide, it's goodbye. Even in the second slide, it is goodbye. What is the difference between these two? So the difference is that when the other person is leaving and when you are the one leaving. Now, if the other person is leaving, like some guest had come to your home and they're leaving from your home. So how do you say bye to them? Say 안녕히 가세요. Okay, so I came to your home and I'm leaving your home the next day. So you are saying me bye. Bye, Vaiga. So you say 안녕히 가세요. 안녕히 가세요. And in the second slide, you are the one leaving. That is, I am leaving, right? From your home, I am leaving. So I say 안녕히 계세요. Or if two members are also leaving, you can say 안녕히 계세요. In any case, if you are the one leaving, you can say 안녕히 계세요. In any case, you are not leaving. You are just staying in your home. The other person is leaving. You can say 안녕히 가세요. Okay. So, let's say I am leaving from your home. I came to some of your home. The next day I am leaving. So how do you say goodbye to me? Read this thing. Yes, 안녕히 가세요. That is, if the other person is leaving, if the guest is leaving, you can say 안녕히 가세요. Whereas, if you are the one leaving, that is, you came to my home and you are leaving my home. So how do you say goodbye to me? Like you say, goodbye, we'll meet next time, and you are leaving my home. You are the one who's leaving. So how do you say goodbye to me?
안녕히 계세요.
Yes. 안녕히 계세요. So the difference comes here. Here. You say 계세요. Sorry, 가세요. Here you say 가세요. When the other person is leaving. When you are leaving, you are saying 계세요. 계세요. So 안녕히 가세요. And 안녕히 계세요. Then, yes. So once again, we'll just read the conversation from the beginning. Okay. Now, how are you? So you say 어떻게 지내세요? 어떻게 지내세요? And then when someone is leaving, the other person is leaving, how you say bye? Like 안녕히 가세요. 안녕히 가세요. And then when you are the one leaving the home, then you say 안녕히 계세요. Okay, then you learn about two vowels, O and yo. So here are some examples. Onil, oppa, uri. Uri means duck. And the same thing here, yori, that is cooking. Then yojim, yoil, that is day of the week. So you learned about two new vowels, O and yo. Then these many conversations. So did you all understand?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any doubt in pronouncing any sentence, any word? Okay, so there is no special assignment, but one thing you can do is when you join from the next classes, you can just say "Ottoke jineseyo" while starting. So I'll be observing that. So if I'm not there, then some other will be observing. If you are asking them, "How are you?" Okay, that is a very good thing. When you enter the class, when you join the class once, you say, "Good morning, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am." The same way. You say, "안녕하세요, ma'am. 안녕하세요, 선생님. 어떻게 지내세요?" You can just ask. So they'll be very happy to reply for this, okay? And then goodbye. That is when the other person is leaving. And so 안녕히 가세요. That is when the other person is leaving. 안녕히 계세요 when you are leaving. And 감사합니다. So all of you know this, right? So after the class, you can just say 감사합니다. That's it. Do you have any doubts?
Oh, sister.
Okay, thank you. Ma'am, over to you.
Great job, Vaiga. Such a well-made PPT. Did all of you understand? Did all of you like this session with Vaiga?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so can you say thank you to her once more in Korean?
감사합니다.
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 감사합니다, Vaiga 씨.
감사합니다. 감사합니다.
Great job. So again, this is the last session that you'll be having with the level 2 students for now. We'll do more of these later, but then from next week onwards, I'll be continuing your classes, and then yes, we'll be learning a few more concepts, right? Okay, yes. One more thing. Vaiga, do you have any assignment in mind for them?
Ma'am, I didn't plan any assignment, so
Mm-hmm.
I think they can just revise these conversations, and if they can just send a voice in the group, and also they can reply.
Great. I think that is something you can do. So like what Vaiga suggested in the group, let's try by making teams of 2 people, right? So, and then you can pick anyone from the group. Doesn't have to be, you can do it with your friend or you can do it with someone new. And what you do is on WhatsApp, just have a conversation. For example, if someone sends "Ottoke chineseyo" on the group, another person can reply "Chai chineyo," and then you can say, and then you can ask that person "Ottoke chineseyo." Okay, so let's do this conversation. You can send voice notes, right, on the WhatsApp group. Can we do that? Okay,
Yes.
so we'll start like a chain, and let's say, okay, Leo, you start for today. Leo, now you tag someone in the WhatsApp group, and then you ask them "Ottoke chineseyo." Okay, Leo, are you able to hear me?
Ma'am, he told that he's traveling.
Oh, okay, so sorry. Then we'll start with Kiran. Kiran Maurya, you here? Okay, I think Leo replied with a thumbs up, so he's fine. So yes, Leo, what you can do is you can send a voice note "Ottoke chineseyo," and then you tag one person who has to reply to you, and that person will reply in Korean. Okay. So did everyone understand the assignment? And then once you're done, if you get tagged and you reply to someone, then you also ask the same question to another person, a new person. Okay. Okay, we'll try this out on WhatsApp. You can also tag me. I'm also there. You can tag Yon sir also. So we can try this out on the WhatsApp group. So yes, that's it. That's it for the session today. Thank you so much, Vaiga.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And for the level 1 students, did Tanishka brief you about Google Classroom in the last session? Those who were there in the previous week's meeting? Parinaya, Sana, were you there in last week's meeting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And did Tanishka, so the Tanishka was the team leader last week, and she did the class session with you all. Did she discuss Google Classroom?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay, it's okay. No problem. I think we can do that next time. So next week onwards, I'll start taking classes. What we'll do is we'll do one small revision of what all the four leaders have taken so far. And that'll be around 15-20 minutes. And then we'll learn something new. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great to see everyone. Hope you have a good time. Yeah, thank you all. Thank you for joining. 감사합니다. 감사합니다, 와이가 씨.
감사합니다, 선생님.
잘했어요. 너무 잘했어요.
감사합니다, 여러분. 친구. Thank you.
Okay.